now we have, of course, our weekly occurrence of crazy white women. I don't understand what's up with these white women today. Are they losing their mind, okay? A brother was gardening, y'all, minding his own business. And it makes no sense. The fact I'm even thinking about this story is crazy. So check this out. Three white women, y'all, saw this brother gardening. And they kept calling the cops on Marc Peeples of Detroit for making a garden out of a vacant playground in the neighborhood. Now, it's right across the street from where one of the white women lived. Officers wouldn't respond to calls of illegal gardening. So these fools took it to a whole new level and accused him of threatening them with a gun. Then they accused him of being a part of a drive-by. Then they said the brother was a pedophile. Joining us via Skype, we have the troubled gardener, Marc Peeples, and his lawyer, Robert Burton Harris. Mark, what dog? What were you planting?
Man, I just had a regular small urban farm, with vegetables and basic urban farm.
Kale.
Man. Yeah, kale, spinach, tomatoes, peppers.
You sure you were not planting something they were smoking? Because this is crazy.
Man, tell me about it. It's still unbelievable that I had to go all the way to trial and go to court, and fight this case. Like, it's still unreal, all this attention that is garnering, it's still like, wow,
So this thing actually went to court?
Yeah, I had to go all the way to trial. A jury was picked and everything. The prosecution gave their opening statement and, did their case. And then basically my attorney rested, and we filed a motion for a directed verdict and was granted that from the judge.
Before we actually rested.
Before we even rested.
Okay, wait, hold up. You mean to tell me that prosecutors actually believed this woman and took it to court?
Well, I don't know if they believed him or not, but we certainly weren't able to get this case dismissed before we had to select a jury and proceed with the trial.
So this is where I'm just totally confused here. So they constantly called the cops. The cops wouldn't come by and would come out. And so they just kept turning it up and turning it up. Were these old white women, middle-aged white women? I mean, what's the deal? Did y'all ever have a run-in, Mark? What's the deal?
No, at first, when I first put the garden out, they actually, were coming about, like they were interested in it. You know what I mean? Like they wanted to be a part of it. And then I guess once I, I painted a tree red, black, and green. Once I painted the tree red, black, and green, and painted those colors and started,
that's what set the white women off.
Yeah. No, during testimony they explicitly multiple times said that red, black, and green was associated with gang colors, and asked how they knew this. They really didn't have an answer, but for some reason, the knowledge divined in their head, and they insisted that was the case.
So I got to ask you, man, are y'all gonna sue them? I mean, because you had to spend money. I mean, this has impacted your life. What they did was just flat out lying.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just a matter of figuring out what specific claims to bring. But there will be a civil suit filed very soon.
Yeah, they definitely put a hold to programs, and a lot of the community work that I do is focused in the area that I grew up in. And that's what I was out there doing when I was actually arrested. I was out there teaching students that I had contracted with the homeschool initiative and a homeschool co-op here in Detroit. And I was actually teaching the children, and I was signed up to be the agriculture teacher. And then they were out there and witnessed the police pulling up, saying that, asking if I was a pedophile, if I had a CSC charge in my background, and things of that nature. I actually didn't know about the gun thing until we went to trial, and so I saw the video.
And the police reports.
Oh, man. Well, look, Mark, man, just like all these other cases, man, I hate that you have to go through this nonsense. Again, I don't know what in the hell is in the water with these white women who are just losing their minds, whether they're telling the 9-year-old boys that he groped her, or whether the kid's selling lemonade, or, the white woman wouldn't let the brother in St. Louis in his own apartment. I mean, these people are just truly losing their damn minds. And so glad it did not escalate. And I say take them to the cleaners, get as much as you can, bro.
That's the plan.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Thank you.
All
Appreciate
right,
it.
gentlemen, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, folks, time for, after that, I need a break. After that, I need a drink.